Okay, so this is a demonstration on how to make the woven crosses for the chasubles, burses, stoles, whatever. So what you first do is you take a piece of fabric or piece of Galloon ribbon, like 9 inches long. I think this is like 9.5. I think it's just a little bit too long, but we can still make it work. And so what you're gonna do to make a 4-inch cross, and I've already got one partially started. So if you look at my ironing cover here, here's 1 point, 2, 1, 2, 3. This is a 4-inch cross. So this point and this point are at 4-inch marks. So that I set aside. So now I'm going to show you how to put it together. So you find your point that you want to start on here, and you're going to lay it here like this at the top of that point. And you might have to mess with this a little bit because if your ribbons are too long, you might have to cut some of it off. So you're going to get your point there and try to get them so they're all nice and even. Can you see that? Okay. Now I'm going to press it because that'll help hold it when you want to weave it or make it into the cross. And then you're going to flip it over and you're going to do the other side. So here's my point. I'll go up here. And got to get it short enough. That takes a little bit of work. So now you can see that that is, again, at the top of my noisy iron, at the top of the 4-inch mark for the cross. Okay, so now I'm going to press that. And I don't have any steam in my iron, so we'll give it a little blast here. Okay. So now that that's pressed, you want me to maybe show you how I wove that again just to make it more clear. So you can see how I folded it under this way. The top of the point is there. Then I came down here and folded it under again at the 4-inch mark. It's a smidgen long, but you get the gist. You fold this up this way. So now they're heading in the same direction. That's pretty good. You just press that in. It should work nicely. Okay, so then I'm going to take this over to the table and show you how you put it together. All right, so now we're going to weave the 2 pieces together. So we're going to put like this. You're going to come up underneath here like this. Now, like I said, this is a little bit too long. So you probably have to trim this piece here because it's going to go up over this piece and under this one. And then this one here is going to go over that one and under here. And this one would go under as well. Looks pretty nasty, doesn't it? I'll just hang in there. All right, so now we've got them together. So here's my point at the top here, my point here. So if you look at this closely, if I would cut this piece off here, and I cut this tail off here, you can see how that is supposed to look. So let me just do that now, so you can see how it's supposed to look when it's finished. Okay, and so this guy is going to go under here, and then you can see where he's just a little bit too long as well. So just fold this little part here back and trim this right here. You can see it, okay? How's it going, Wendy? Is it looking good?
Yep.
Okay. And so now you can see this point's the same. This point's the same. So now you need this point balanced here and this point balanced here. So that'll make your cross square. Still a little long there. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
So it needs to be shortened yet. But you get the gist. By the time you've made 2 or 3 of these, you'll be pros. Okay. Get this one back where it goes. Okay, I'm going to just take my hands off of it so you can see it. And so then what you can do then is you can put it on it, like tack it down with tape. A lot of times I'll put a piece of tape on it just to hold it in place. And then you can take it over to your sewing machine and kind of stitch here, here, and here. And that holds your pieces in place. And then you can take it over to your garment and sew it on and center it so that it's not going to come apart on you. So I hope that helps, and I will also send either a picture of in my manual that shows you how to do it. Okay, so I looked up in my manual, and there's really not any explanation other than the way that I showed you with the video. But so here are your 2 pieces that you've made with your points. And then you're going to go over here, and that's where you're going to weave them together with your raw edges that are obviously underneath those pieces there. But anyways, that's how it starts out, and then this is how it's going to look when you get it together. I hope that's understandable. If you got any questions, just let me know. So anyways, the last thing you would do is as you place it on your fabric, then you'll stitch along your perimeter of your cross. And that will hold it on and in place. And it looks really nice when it's laying flat. There you have it. So I would like to say thank you to the dear lady that taught me how to make these. Her name's Judy Fradel. She no longer makes chasubles or vestments anymore, but she's been doing it for 42 years. So anyways, she's the one that showed me how to make these type of crosses. So thank you very much, Judy.